do need to let you know that in our program book that we put together, our awards are corrected as follows. Salmon Run Farms Incorporated of Sapatus, Maine, offers awards to the Junior Show Reserve Grand Champion Ram and Reserve Grand Champion Ewe. Also, Julian and Moore Sheep Company of Mantua, Ohio, offers an award to the Junior Show Grand Champion Ewe, and Tim Rhodes of Salem, Ohio, offers an award to Junior Show Grand Champion Ram. Again, as we stated earlier in the morning, this is the first time that the Katahdins have been to the meat week. They've normally been in our second week here at the Big E. This year they're in the meat week, which is appropriate for what they are.
Good competitive class to start your Katahdin show off this afternoon. I want to start this class with a large upstanding type of ram. Really like the bone on this guy. If I could change this buck, I'd change him a little bit off of those rear legs when I watch him walk throughout the show ring, but surely got to admire him for his extension up through his front end. Real long ram. I think he deserves to win this class today. Wider based ram here in second place. A ram, you like him for his overall thickness. I'd just like to see him a tick bigger to get him to compete with this first place ram today. That's certainly a ram that offers some correctness, has a lot of thickness to him. And a smaller statured ram here to finish off the class. Just like to see him be a little more thick, show some more thickness down through that top, out through his hip to compete with the two bucks above him.
Next class is Senior Ram Lambs. Senior Ram Lambs should be your next class. placing on the class of yearling rams for the Katahdin show. First place goes to entry number 318, Salmon Run 810, Raylyn DeRoser, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. That ram weighing 268 pounds. Second place and first in the junior show to entry 317, Aslan 128, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. That ram weighing 226. And third place to 316, Matt Serbone, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. That ram weighing 198. So first trivia question for the Katahdin show. In 2014, 10 years ago, the Katahdins, like we said, showed in the second week, or Wool Week. Who judged that show in 2014?
Really good class of fall bucks here in this particular class. A buck that just really overpowers this class. And not only is this guy pretty big, but when you get him out on the move, he's really free and easy in his movement. He holds his top line together real nice. He's extremely long down through that top. I think just a real powerhouse ram to win this particular class. Real thick made ram here in second. Boy, when you get your hands on him, he's got a tremendous amount of thickness out through that top, down over his loin and out into his hip. Really a nice boned ram. He just shortens up as compared to our first ram in class today. I think he fits into the second place hole for me real easily. Little smaller statured rams here in third and fourth. Our third place ram just handles thicker down his top. He's longer out through his loin and hind saddle versus our fourth place ram in class. This is the way we like him today. Congratulations on a good set.
And the answer to that trivia question was Doug Gehring of Missouri. Still on that same year in 2014, Ed and Helen Julian did very, very well that day. They had the Grand Champion Ram Reserve and Grand Champion Ewe, both on Junior Ewe Lamb, Junior Ram Lambs. They also won the Exhibitor's Flock, the Gaddef Sire, the Premier Exhibitor, the Premier Breeder, but they did not win the Breeder's Flock. Who won the Breeder's Flock that year? Placing on the class of senior ram lambs, first in the open, first in the junior show, to entry number 322, Julian 307, Lauren Julian, Mantua, Ohio. That ram weighing 261. Second place, a ram weighing 245, was entry 321, Salmon Run 818, Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Third to entry 324, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. That ram weighing 220. Fourth place to 323, also Tim Rhodes.
Your senior champion drive here in your Katahdin show today. Four really good sound individuals out here. I think the one that surfaces to the top and wins your senior champion ram is going to be this first place fall ram lamb. For reserve, it becomes a little closer between this yearling ram and your second place fall buck. I really like the depth in that fall class. We're going to go ahead and use that second place fall ram lamb for your reserve senior champion. Congratulations.
Our open show senior champion ram goes to 322, Julian 307, Lauren Julian, Mantua, Ohio. And the reserve senior champion ram, second in that senior ram lamb class, entry 321, Salmon Run 818, Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Now ready for intermediate ram lambs. Well, the answer to who won that breeder's flock class back in 2014, Bruce and Wendy Reinman of Maine. The Katahdin breed was developed in the United States and are named after Mount Katahdin in Maine. The developer of the breed was first interested in establishing a sheep enterprise to graze under power lines rather than spraying or mowing the vegetation. In 1956, he also started investigating hair sheep. He imported 3 African hair sheep from St. Croix, Virgin Islands in 1957 to his farm in Maine. The early work in developing the Katahdin breed involved breeding the African hair sheep ram to the 2 unrelated ewes that he had imported, and also breeding that ram to Tunis, Southdown, Hampshire, and Suffolk ewes. He then crossed those offspring with border Cheviots and other down breeds. Wiltshire Horn was later incorporated to attempt to improve size and bone, but some undesirable traits like horns and a reduction in prolificacy and flocking instinct, plus a flightier disposition, also occurred. In the early 1980s, developers worked on an extensive selection against horns. In '85, the Katahdin Hair Sheep International was incorporated as a breeders' association and registry. Katahdins are a hardy, adaptable, low-maintenance breed that have exceptional mothering ability and are easy lambers. Lambs tend to be born vigorous and alert. Katahdins do not produce a fleece and therefore don't require shearing.
Nice class of Katahdin Ram lambs to sort through, and really a stout buck to start this class with. Really good on his feet and legs, like the bone work on this guy. He's got a lot of thickness, carries that thickness all the way back to that tail head. I think this buck just jumps out and wins this class real handily. And we got some differences from here on. A real smooth ram here in second place. Really like how this guy gets about the ring. He's really smooth in his stride, really holds himself structurally well when he's moving about the ring. I think he warrants a top 2 finish in this particular class today. Our ram here in third, really a long ram. He's longer than our ram in second. He's not free and easy about his movement when we put him in motion as our ram in second place today. But I really like the overall length. I like the cleanness up through that front shoulder on this guy. Looks like he's going to grow in to make a really big ram in the long run. Our ram in fourth, a real thick ram down his top. Just like to clean him up a little bit up through his front end. He gets pretty deep at that chest floor. He's got a little hitch in his get along on that one rear leg today. We're going to slide him into the 4-hole. Then our rams that round out the class are rams that are giving up a little size and frame as compared to those first 4 rams. Certainly rams that offer some structural correctness. Need to give them a little more power to put them any higher today. Good class of bucks. Give these exhibitors a round of applause.
Placings from the intermediate Ram Lamb class for the Katahdin show. First place goes to entry number 327, DeRocher 107, Dolph. Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. That ram weighing 207. Second place, a ram weighing 182, to Rhodes 2402, entry number 325, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Third place to entry 329, DeRocher 111, Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. That ram weighing 146. Fourth place, first in the junior show, to Julian 406, entry number 331, Lauren Julian, Mantua, Ohio. Fifth place and second in the junior show to entry 328, Cargill 0135, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Sixth and third in the junior show to entry 326, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire.
Real nice class of junior ram lambs, a real complete guy to start this class with. And when you get on top of him and get your hands on him down his top, he really excels our bigger framed ram here in second place. Just a real complete ram to start this class. Our ram in second, real tall, upstanding type of ram. A ram that just narrows up quite a bit when you view him down through his top line. Just like to thicken him up a little bit, maybe give him a little wider base width to get him to compete with this first place ram in class. Our third place ram, a ram is just pretty loose about his structure now. I like to change him at the point of his shoulder, correct him down through that top line to get him to compete with the first two bucks in class. And then our smaller frame, lighter bone ram here to wrap up the class. He'll wind up in the 4-hole today. Congratulations on another good set.
Placing on the class of junior ram lambs, first in open, first in the junior show, to entry number 338, Julian 425, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio, that ram weighing 158. Second place to entry 337, Julian 426, Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire, that ram weighing 156. Third, second in the junior show, to entry 334, Julian 412, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio, that ram weighing 172. Fourth place, third in the junior show, to Piper Stone, West Kingston, Rhode Island. Now showing pair of ram lambs. Placing on the class of pair Ram Lambs, first place goes to entry 341, Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Second place to entry 343, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. Third place, 344, Lauren Julian, Mantua, Ohio. Fourth place, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. And 5 to entry 340, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Now showing Open Show Junior Champion and Reserve Junior Champion Ram.
As we analyze these rams for your junior champion in the Katahdin breed today, two rams here at the class winners. I have some differences about these rams. Both rams are really straight in their lines. They're really good on their feet and legs. A real big boned ram here in our intermediate class, a ram that offers a lot of thickness down through his top. And we got our younger ram here, a little finer featured at this point in stage of his life, but certainly a ram with the lines he's going to be really something on down the road. Today, your junior champion ram is going to be your first intermediate. We'll follow with reserve on the first place junior. Congratulations.
Open Show Junior Champion Ram goes to entry number 327 out of the intermediate Ram Lamb class. DeRocher 107, Dolph Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. The reserve junior champion to the first place animal out of the junior Ram Lamb class. Entry 338, Julian 425, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. Now showing for grand and reserve grand champion Ram. Our judge today for the Katahdin show, this is the Northeast Regional Katahdin show, is Gary Saylor of Bell Center, Ohio. Gary is the claim supervisor for Agrisampo North America Crop Insurance. He's also an auctioneer and the managing partner of Select Livestock Services. He's also the assistant shepherd for Little Oaks Livestock Natural Coloreds. Again, let's welcome Gary Saylor to the Big E.
Thanks for that huge round of applause. In selection of your champion ram here today, I've always been one that doesn't think a judge needs to waste a bunch of time just to put on a show when it's pretty much etched in stone. And I've got a buck that just walked in the ring today and said, I want to be champion Katahdin ram, and that's the senior champion ram right here in front of me. Congratulations, that's a real good one. And for reserve, I'm going to come back here with this junior champion buck. Good job, girls. Nice ram.
Open Show Grand Champion Ram goes to entry 322, our Open Senior Champion Ram. 322 came out of the Senior Ram Lamb class, Julian 307, Lauren Julian, Mantua, Ohio. The Reserve Grand Champion was our Junior Champion. From the Intermediate Ram Lamb class, DeRocher 107, Dolph, Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Now need to show for our Junior Champion and Junior Show Champion and our Reserve Junior Show Champion Ram. Again, we will remind you that we do have award sponsors. Salmon Run Farms Incorporated of Maine offers an award to our Reserve Grand Champion Ram for the Junior Show. And also Tim Rhodes of Salem, Ohio, offers an award to the Junior Show Grand Champion Ram.
Again, and champion for your junior show that will be your your previous champion ram. He's going to do it again. Congratulations. Reserve, we're going to come back here with this junior ram lamb. He'll be your reserve grand. Thank you. Good job. You got him? He's a little high-strung today.
For our junior show, the junior show champion ram is entry 322. 322 out of the senior ram lamb class, Julian 307, Lauren Julian, Mantua, Ohio. Again, receiving that award from Tim Rhodes. And then our reserve junior champion, or junior show champion ram, was 338 out of the junior ram lamb class, Julian 425, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio, receiving the award from Salmon Run Farms. Here's the next Katahdin question in the trivia pursuit game. In 2019, the Katahdin show, 5 years ago, Leslie Raber had a similar set of results as we mentioned for the Julians in 2014. Either Leslie or Aurora Raber won every one of the classes with the exception of two. What were those two classes they did not win? Okay, Catherine got part of that right. One of those classes they did not win was Breeder's Flock. And one of our exhibitors out here in the ring won that class. Tim Rhodes won that class. The other class they did not win was the Group 2 yearling ewes. We had enough yearling ewes that year to have a split. And another one of our exhibitors out here in the ring won that class. Rayland DeRocher won that class. So, that was the two classes they did not win. Tell me, also in that year, who was the judge of that show? Debbie got that one right. It was Brian Schimmerhorn from Minnesota that judged that show.
Really an exceptionally good class of Katahdin ewes. And if you worked yourself into the top half of this class, you really accomplished something, because there's some heat in this class. This is a really competitive class. A lot of good, useful, productive females up here. As we sort out these top 5 that we're going to talk about, I just can't think of enough good terms to really explain what we've done here. But we've got a whale of a complete ewe to start this class with. And what I like about this ewe, when I watch her walk away from me, she carries her base width just as true as could be. She's good and straight down through that top. Really tremendously thick handling ewe. Love the barrel and the rib shape on this ewe. She not only looks like a show ewe out here, but a ewe that looks like she's going to have a tremendous amount of productivity when she gets in the lambing barn. I think there's an awful good one to start the class with. A ewe here in seconds, a ewe when they walked in the ring, I thought, man, she's probably going to win this class. And she got right up there close. She's carrying a little bit more conditioning on her today than any of the other ewes in the class. Certainly not going to hold that too much against her, because there's a tremendous female. I love her up through her front end. I like the bone work on this female. She's not quite as long when I handle her as our first place ewe today. There's 2 ewes with a lot of similarities. I think that's an awfully good one in the second place hole also. Another good ewe here in third place. I really like her from the terms of she's not quite as far along as the first 2 ewes in class. She probably has a little more gas left in her tank yet, but that means she's got a little ways to go in terms of being mature. She's not quite as thick down through that top, but she's a tremendously long ewe. She may be the longest ewe of the top 3. She just doesn't have enough natural thickness and muscling or bone work as we've got in the first 2 ewes in class, but there's certainly a nice ewe there in third. Our fourth place ewe, another ewe that really is a lot of eye appeal, a lot of flash when you stand back and look at her from the profile. She's a little straighter in that shoulder blade, doesn't have quite the mass when you view her down that top line. We're going to slide her in the 4 hole today. A real eye-appealing ewe here in 5th place. Boy, she's just a picture when you analyze her out there. She's given up a little length as compared to the first 4 ewes in class, but another really good, sound, heavy-boned ewe, just a functional type of Katahdin female to round out your top 5. Congratulations.
Next class is pair yearling ewes. Placing on the class of yearling ewes for the Katahdin show. First place in the junior show to entry 358. Salmon Run 775. Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. That ewe weighing 233 pounds. Second in the junior show to entry 350. Salmon Run 755. Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. That ewe weighing 245. Third in the junior show to entry 346. Lauren Julian, Mantua, Ohio. That ewe weighing 190. Fourth place to entry 355. Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Fifth place to entry 352, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Sixth place to 349, Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. 7 to 351, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Eighth place, fourth in the junior show, to 356, Piper Stone, West Kingston, Rhode Island. 9, fifth in the junior show, to 357, Piper Stone. 10, sixth in the junior show, to 347, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. 11th place, seventh in the junior show, to 354, Hannah Cargill. And 12 to entry 353, Matt Serbone, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Placing on the para-yearling U class, first place to Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio, entry 364. Second place to entry 362, Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Third place to 365, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Fourth place to 366, Piper Stone, West Kingston, Rhode Island. And 5 to Hannah Cargill, entry 361. Hannah is from New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Now ready for senior ewe lambs.
Really a nice pair of surfaces to the top for me in your senior ULAM class. Just a real complete straight made type of female to win this class. Really like this ULAM up through her front end. The young ladies do a real good job presenting her out here. She just really walks around the ring like she needs to win this class, and I think she gets it done kind of handily. We're going to follow her in with the ewe that most closely follows our first place ewe. The brown ewe's a little finer about her makeup, not quite as rugged about her skeleton. She's not quite as thick down through that top, but boy, a really smooth-made, elegant type of female. Just like to thicken her up, maybe give her a little more ruggedness to get her to compete with this top quality ewe that wins the class today. Really like the rib shape on our third place ewe. Looks like a ewe that's really got a lot of brood ewe potential about her. Great bone work. She's given up some overall length as compared to our first two ewes today. Maybe not quite the extension, but certainly a type of ewe that looks like she's going to make a useful, productive type of Katahdin female. Our ewe in fourth place, another correct made ewe. Maybe not quite the bone we've got in our third place ewe. She shortens up a little bit from her hooks to her pins as compared to our third place ewe. She's a really good fit for me in the four-hole today. And then we're going to round out the class with another ewe, certainly correct on her feet and legs. I just need to give her a little more correctness down that top line today to get her to move up into the top four of this class. A really good competitive class.
Our next class will be senior champion and reserve senior champion ewe for the open show.
We're four real high-quality individuals out here in the Open Show Senior Champion Drive. And you folks watching ringside, and hopefully we got some people watching online, really need to appreciate this, because this is what Katahdin females should look like. They've got some ruggedness to them. They've got some meat and thickness to them. Really sheep that look like they've got some longevity bred into them. For me today, we had a really competitive yearling ewe class. I'm not going to split those two ewes up. Your yearling ewes will be senior champion and reserve. Congratulations.
For our senior ewe lamb class, first place went to entry 370, Salmon Run 780, Rayland DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire, that ewe weighing 175. Second, first in the junior show, to entry 373, Schultz 4898, Vivian Julian, Mantua, Ohio, that ewe weighing 190. Third place to entry 371, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio, that ewe weighing 185. Fourth place to 372, also to Tim Rhodes. And fifth place to 368, Alden Epley, Baltimore, Ohio. For our open show senior champion drive, our senior champion ewe goes to entry 358, first in the yearling ewe class, Salmon Run 775, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. The reserve senior champion To entry 350, second in that yearling U class, Salmon Run 755, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. Now ready for intermediate U lambs.
good group to sort through in your intermediate ULAM class. And as we got into these top 5, these girls that brought this class winner today brought you a real smoke show. That is a super female. Boy, you just stand back. She's the one that's easy on the eyes. You just like to stand back and admire the good traits about her. She's super correct on her feet and leg. She's adequate in her bone work, but boy, when you get your hands on her down her top, she has a tremendous amount of thickness, and when she's not fighting them, all right, she's just a real picture to look at. I think that's quite a good one to start this class. Similar pair of ewes here in second and third. We're going to use this second place ewe. She's a notch thicker down her top. She's a notch better from her hooks to her pins than our third place ewe in the class today. Third place ewe lamb just kind of falls apart a little bit. She's a little looser about her structure. When we watch her move about the ring, we're going to land her in a 3-hole. A real attractive ewe lamb here in fourth place. She's not quite as far along as the 3 ewe lambs above her, but hers a ewe lamb is really smooth about her structure. She's really good down through that top, correct about her feet and legs. She just runs out of power, and we get into this top 4 in this particular class. And our ewe lamb in fifth place, really a ewe lamb that surprises you when you get on top of her. She offers you some thickness. She doesn't have quite the correctness or straightness down through that top, but you certainly appreciate her for her femininity up through that front end, her thickness over that, when we get back over that loin and out through that tail head. A nice ewe lamb to put in the 5th hole today. Congratulations, super good class.
Results from our intermediate ewe lamb class. First place goes to entry 374, Salmon Run 785, Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. That ewe weighing 181. Second place, first in the junior show, to entry 382, Julian 407, Vivian Julian, Mantua, Ohio. That ewe weighing 160. Third, second in the junior show, to entry 381, Salmon Run 791, Vivian Julian, Mantua, Ohio. That ewe weighing 162. Fourth place to 377, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Fifth, third in the junior show, to 376, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Sixth place to 375, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Seventh, fourth in the junior show, to entry 380, Piper Stone, West Kingston, Rhode Island. 5th in the junior show, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. And ninth place to 378, Matt Serbone, New Ipswich, New Hampshire.
Just 3 entries in your junior ULAM class today. Boy, we had a good pair that surfaced to the top in this class. Some ULAMs that really have some similarities about them in these top 2, but we really analyze them. You got to have some give and take in this class, and by that means we're going to use a ULAM in this class. She's a little cleaner up through her front end. She's more extended up through her front end. Really like how feminine this female looks when you stand back and analyze her from the profile. She's not as thick down her top as our second place ULAM, but I just like to extend our second place ULAM the way that neck comes out of that neck shoulder junction to get her to push this ULAM really hard in first place. But I think that's a nice pair in first and second. Then our little ULAM here in third place, really again a really good bone, good correct kind of ULAM. She's just getting out-horsed in this class today. A lot of power ahead of her, so she slides into third today. Let's give these exhibitors a round of applause.
Placing on the class of junior ULAMs for our Northeast Regional Katahdin show, first place goes to entry 387, DeRocher 108, Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire, that U weighing 145. Second, first in the junior show to entry 388, Julian 416, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio, that U weighing 150. Third, second in the junior show to 385, Cargill 0158, Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Now ready to show a pair of ULAMs. Placing on the class of pair of ULAMs, first place to entry 391, Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Second place to 393, Vivian Julian, Mantua, Ohio. Third place to 394, Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. And 4 to Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. We're now ready to show for Open Show, Junior Champion and Reserve Junior Champion U.
I think we've got 4 exceptional individuals out here in your junior champion U drive. Really hard to find any faults with these 4 females, and if you really pick them apart, I suppose you can find something. But boy, really attractive Katahdin females to look at. Congratulations, exhibitors. This is a good set. Your junior champion U is going to be this first place intermediate U Lamb. Reserve will be the first junior U Lamb. Congratulations.
Open Show Junior Champion U goes to our class winner of the intermediate U Lamb class, entry number 374. Salmon Run 785, Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. The Reserve Junior Champion U to 387, first place winner in the Junior U Lamb class, DeRocher 108, Raylan DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Now ready to show for Grand and Reserve Grand Champion U.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, watching ringside, there's 4 really good Katahdin females. Hope you appreciate them. These sheep, like this, are really hard to make, and these exhibitors need to be commended. This is a tremendous set. Been a lot of fun. I was hoping to have a real good Katahdin show, and I sure haven't been disappointed. This has been a super set. For Champion U today, I'm going to use this first place yearling ewe. Just can't say enough good things about that female. I think that's the way these females should look. Congratulations, that's a good one. Shake your guy's hand. You've been working hard. He needs to work hard. Now for reserve, I have to work in my mind. Do I want to split up that pair of yearling ewes and use a ewe lamb, or do I want to keep that pair of yearling ewes together? I don't think there's a nickel's worth of difference between our second place yearling ewe and this ewe lamb. You put this ewe lamb in motion, she stands here and gets a little worked up and pops that loin up, but when I put her in motion, she's straight and true down that spine. So sometimes when you get people holding these sheep, they don't act natural at all. So you got to put them in motion a little bit and hope you can make them look as natural as you can. I'm just not going to split up this pair of yearling ewes. I think they were so close in class. We're going to use that reserve senior champion for reserve grand. Congratulations, 4 outstanding females.
Our grand champion ewe, both for the open and the junior show, is our out of the yearling ewe class 358. Salmon Run 775, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. The reserve grand champion, both for the open and the junior show, is the reserve senior champion, second in that yearling U class, entry 350, Salmon Run 755, Audrey Julian, Mantua, Ohio. We want to remind you that we do have awards being presented. Julian and Moore Sheep Company of Mantua, Ohio offers an award to the Junior Show Grand Champion ewe, while Salmon Run Farms Incorporated of Sabatus, Maine offers an award to the Junior Show Reserve Grand Champion ewe. Our next class will be Exhibitor's Flock. Placing on the class for exhibitors flock for the Northeast Regional Katahdin Show, first place goes to 396 Raylyn DeRocher, Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Second place to 398 Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Third place to Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Now ready for breeders flock. Placing on the breeders flock, first place goes to 399 Tim Rhodes, Salem, Ohio. Second place Hannah Cargill, New Ipswich, New Hampshire. Now ready for Get of Sire. Get of Sire, please. Placing on the Get of Sire class, first place goes to Raylyn DeRocher of Pittsfield, New Hampshire, entry number 400. Second to Tim Rhodes, entry number 401. Tim's from Salem, Ohio. And we want to recognize and congratulate our premier exhibitor for the Northeast Regional Katahdin Show. That's Raylyn DeRocher of Pittsfield, New Hampshire. And also our premier breeder is Tim Rhodes of Salem, Ohio, if they'll come out and get their awards. And that does conclude our Northeast Regional Katahdin Show for the day. Our judge has been Gary Saylor of Bell Center, Ohio. Please join us tomorrow when we go and start showing once again in the ring. And our classes tomorrow on Saturday at 8:30, we'll have the National Northeast Regional Dorper and White Dorper shows. In here in this ring a little later today at about 6:30, there will